Here's an article by Bernie Sanders. He published it in the Vermont Freeman, the relationship between the sexes, and it was printed in February 1972. Man and Woman by Bernard Sanders. A man goes home and masturbates his typical fantasy: a woman on her knees, a woman tied up, a woman abused. It's not my typical fantasy, but all right. A woman enjoys intercourse with her man as she fantasizes about being raped by 3 men simultaneously. Weird, but I have actually heard that some women secretly have had those fantasies. Fantasies are weird, right? Anything could happen. Let's carry on. The man and woman get dressed up on Sunday and go to church and maybe to their revolutionary political meeting. Have you ever looked at the Stag Man Hero Tough magazines on the shelf of your local bookstore? Do you know why the newspapers with the articles like Girl 12 raped by 14 men sell so well? To what in us are they appealing? Women, for their own preservations, are trying to pull themselves together, and it's necessary for all of humanity that they do so. Slavishness on one hand breeds pigness on the other. Pigness is one hand's breed slavishness on the other. Pigness on one hand breeds slavishness on the other. Men and women both are losers. Women adapt themselves to fill the needs of men, and men adapt themselves to fill the needs of women. In the beginning, there were strong men who killed the animals and brought home the food, and the dependent woman who cooked it. No more. Only the roles remain, waiting to be shaken off. There are no human oppressors. Oppressors have lost their humanity. On one hand, slavishness. On the other hand, pigness. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Who wins? Women seem to be walking a tightrope now. Their qualities of love, openness, and gentleness were too deeply enmeshed with the qualities of dependency, subservience, and masochism. How do you love without being dependent? How do you be gentle without being subservient? How do you maintain a relationship without giving up your identity and without getting strung out? How do you reach out and give your heart to your lover but maintain the soul which is in you? And men are in pain too. They are thinking, wondering, what is it they want from a woman? Are they at fault? Are they perpetuating this man-woman situation? Are they oppressors? The man is bitter. You lied to me, he said. She did. You said that you loved me, that you wanted me, that you needed me. Those were your words. They are. But in reality, he said, if you ever loved me or wanted me or needed me, all of which I'm not certain was ever true, you also hated me. You hated me just as you hated every man in your entire life, but you didn't have the guts to tell me. You hated me not because of who I am or what I was to you, but because I am a man. You did not deal with me as a person, as me. You lived a lie with me, used me, and played games with me. And that's a piggy thing to do. And she said, you wanted me not as a woman or a lover or a friend, but as a submissive woman or submissive friend or submissive lover. And right now, where my head is, I balk at even the slightest suspicion of that kind of demand. And he said, you're full of shit. And they never again made love together, which they each liked to do more than anything, or never ever saw each other one more time. So that he's talking about gender roles, male and female gender roles, and how we need to shake them off, because that comes from an evolutionary perspective with the cavemen and cavewoman. Well, I would like to think we're more advanced than the cavemen and cavewomen. We're not just a bunch of animals. And that's what civilization is about. The way that I really understand this, and I think I can really drive the point home, is a quote by Matt Stone and Trey Parker in South Park, the movie. So here we go. I replaced it a little bit, but I turned it to men and women. Okay, so men are dicks, reckless, arrogant, stupid dicks, and women are cunts, and pussies. Sometimes some men and some women are assholes. Pussies don't like dicks because pussies get fucked by dicks, but dicks also fuck assholes, and assholes that just want to shit on everything. Pussies may think they can deal with assholes their way, but the only thing that can fuck an asshole is a dick with some balls. The problem with dicks is they fuck too much or fuck when it isn't appropriate, and it takes a pussy to show them that. But sometimes pussies can be so full of shit that they become assholes themselves. Because pussies are an inch and a half away from assholes. I don't know much about this crazy, crazy world, but I do know this. If you don't let us fuck these assholes, then we're going to have all of our dicks and pussies covered in shit. So I think that's what Bernie Sanders was trying to get us to understand. That's how I read it, at least.